Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to be doing the May palette of the month, where I pick out shadows to create my own palette for the month. And for these videos, I pick out shadows from my single shadows and create my own palette to go with the month that we are in. So we'll pick all the shadows out at my desk, and then I will create this look for you. I did a little something different today and had a lot of fun doing it, so I hope you will stick around for the tutorial. So this month is May, and if you saw my April one, you know that I chose April showers, and this month I was going to do May flowers. So when I went through all my single shadow palettes, these are the pictures that I had in mind for it as I went through picking it out. This one was a little more difficult, and I actually found some gaps in my single shadows as I was picking out today's palette. We are going to jump right into picking out shadows and then doing this look. All right, so I've got all of my single shadows stacked up here. We're going to go through them. I am going to pop the pictures over here so you can see them. I'm definitely going for this top picture, which is more that orangey, yellow, bright red, maybe a pop of white in there, flowers. But then I also, in this bottom picture, I love the little pop of periwinkle. And I do tend to do some arrangements around my house with like the red, yellow, periwinkle kind of shade in it. So I want to add something like that. So we're going to go ahead and get started with my Lethal Cosmetics. I think I'm going to pull out this one. This one is Echo. So we've got some of that pink orange shade there. And then I think I also want this purple shade. I may have one or two pops of purple in here. And this purple one is Release. So that's like such a good lavender purple shade. So pigmented. Put that there. Next we're going to go in with, these are my, what are these? These are my Touch of Glam and Vanessa Vanity shadow. I think I'm actually going to pull this one in because I think that could be a really pretty inner corner highlight, and I haven't used these in so long. I recently found them when I was decluttering my highlighter and blush collections. This one is Fairy Godmother. So just a really pretty shimmery shade. It could also be used on top of other shadows. What's in here? Ooh, yes! Definitely want something from here. These are my new Glaminatrix shadows, and I think I'm going to pull this one right here forward. This is Lemonade, and that's just that really bright yellow shade. Oh, look how beautiful that is. So pretty. And I guess we need a green, right? Because flowers all have green on them. So I'll start with this one. This is Spearmint, also from Glaminatrix. And then we'll do a matte green shade in there as well. Next, these are my Ammo oh, we've got a couple things. Moon Cosmetics, Ammo Cosmetics. Oh, what a mess that is. I don't think I'm going to pull anything forward from here. Nothing is really screaming Mayflowers to me. Next we've got Divina. I don't know how many I'm going to pull from Divina because they are less bright and more muted. I'm thinking none from this palette here. Those are all my greens, purples, and blues. These are all of my red, oranges, and yellows. I definitely want this one. This one is Sura. So that's like a bright red orange shade, maybe a little pink in there. I don't know if I want anything else from here. I'm thinking maybe this one. Let's see. I'm not going to pull it forward yet. I'm going to keep this one off to the side and maybe come back to it. Next, I've got my Looksy shadows, and we are definitely going to be pulling some shadows from here. I think I'm going to start with this one. It's a more corally pink shade. This one is Bleeding Heart. What else do I want from here? Actually, I think right now I'm not going to pull any more from here, but I may come back to this palette as well. I just really need some more oranges and yellows, which I don't think we're going to get from this palette either. I think I'm going to pull forward this one. This is 6 on the Beach, so this is a bright pink shimmer shade. I may end up finding some gaps in my single shadow collection as we're going through this. I hope I have a periwinkle blue or I'm going to be kind of sad. All right, next we've got ColourPop. Also not really seeing anything that I want to pull from this palette. And more ColourPop. Ooh, I think I want this one. This is Centerfold, so this is a bright coral shade. Probably one of my favorite ColourPop shades. Oh yes, that is perfect. I still need to add in some more orange and yellow shades, definitely in matte. I love that shade. It's beautiful. All right, I think I'm gonna pull this orange forward. This one is Bratty. All right, now moving on to this one. Ooh, yes, I see a yellow that I definitely want. This is from Ruby May Cosmetics, and this is in Golden Hour. This is such a good matte yellow. I really like the Ruby May Cosmetics formula. Right here are some of my single shadows. So these are the Ruby May ones. These are ABH. This is, what is that one? That's Love Lux Beauty. And then these are Amy Hart's Beauty. Okay, I'm not going to pull any more from there just yet. Let's see what else we can come up with. These are my Coastal Scents shadows. And this is pretty much what I have left. Ooh, let's look. What's this one? Dark Mango. I think I love this shade. Yes, that is going to go really good with all of these oranges and reds. I have room for 4 more in my palette. I know I want to pull out a green from my other Coastal Scents. Gosh, I don't have that periwinkle shade I was looking for. So I might just pull out another blue from somewhere. I don't think I'm going to get any more from this Coastal Scents palette. So let's go ahead and look in here. So I think this is the Prehistoric Green that I'm looking for, that vibrant stem. Yep, there's Prehistoric Green. Just that vibrant and green stem color. And then maybe this shade. This is Wisteria, so kind of a pinky purple shade. Yeah, that will look really good with these. Let's see, do I want to pull one more forward? Oh, we need some kind of pop of blue. Okay, let's go back through these and see what we've got. So these were the Divina ones. I don't want anything from here. I want some kind of pop of blue and then another lighter shimmer shade. Okay, none of these. Now going back into ColourPop, nope. I don't think any of these. None of those. Uh-oh. I think one of these shimmers will look really nice. So we've got a pink shimmer and that light shimmer. Let's see. Oh, we've got a purple one. You know what? We don't have anything to deepen up the eye looks, so I think I'm going to go with one of these two. I think this one. So this one is Midnight Violet. I'm really running out of arm space. So I don't think we're going to be pulling in another shimmer unless it's the blue shimmer. Okay, so that's all for that palette. Nothing there. And I don't think there was anything in these. All right, so I definitely want one other shimmer in here. It's not going to end up being blue. I think maybe a lighter pink one. So I actually think I'm going to go back into the Look-See palette. And I think I'm going to pull this one forward. So this is Tesla. And it's just a really pretty light pink shade. And I think that's going to be perfect with this palette. So here is my May Flowers palette. I love it. That one took longer than most of them take to create, having to go back and forth and find the perfect combination, but I love how it came out. Here is our finished palette. So let's get into a look. For today's look, I have a bit of an idea what I want to do, and with these bright colors, I definitely want them to pop. So I'm going to go in with my Makeup Revolution Cut Crease Canvas. This just gives a really opaque base. So now that I've got that laid down, I know I want to use bubblegum as maybe both of these with kind of a different shape of a cut crease. And on the rest of the lid, I want to do these bright red, pink, oranges in a gradient across the lid. So I'm going to start with this shade because this is the deepest of them. This one is Bleeding Heart from Looksy. I'm going to start with that one on the outer V. I've got my Morphe 573 brush. And I really am just going to pat that in, just right here on the outer part of the lid. So we've just got that bright bold pop there on the outer part of the lid. Next, I'm going to go in with this orange, which is Dark Mango, and that is from Coastal Scents. I'm going to take this one on a Sigma Firm Blender E44 brush and just continue it from where Bleeding Heart is. So this is an orange, but it's got a little bit of coral to it as well. Oh, that is so pretty. Those blended really well together. Next on that same brush, I'm going to take Sura. This is from Divina, and this is just a little bit lighter than that Dark Mango shade and a little bit more pinky coral. So we're just moving in towards the center of the lid. And just kind of blending them on as I apply them, so they're all blended together. And for the last shade, I want to take Centerfold, which is this beautiful coral shade from ColourPop. And that is going to go on the very innermost part. I have got a Coastal Scents SO8 brush. And I don't need it to be on the lid a ton, but I do want it to be in the transition and crease area. And just blend it in to that Sura shade. Actually, you could just put this on the lid in that same spot and you could be done with this eye look. It would be so pretty. But do you want to put those shimmers on today? All right, now that I've got all my mattes where I want them, I'm trying something new today. So I'm gonna need a smaller brush. So I've got my main one that I use, my Morphe 124 that I typically use when I do a cut crease or with any kind of shimmer shadow. And then I've also got this little mini one. I think it's a lip brush. This is a Coastal Scents S53 brush to help me get really precise where I want my cut crease. I am going to go in with my Revolution cut crease canvas. I actually do like the brush when doing a regular cut crease. I think it has a really nice shape to it to help you get right where you want it. For this one though, I want a little bit more direction, so I'm going to use this brush. This is in Illustrate. So I'm going to do a bit of a, I guess, kind of a teardrop. I'm going to start in here. Okay, so I've got my shape there and now I can go fill in. Now the hard part will be getting it to look the same on the other eye. I think I got the other eye pretty close, or close enough. So now I'm just gonna pat with this brush. I'm gonna take the shade Tesla on the inner part of the lid and I'm gonna spray this. And this was a smudge brush from Sigma, so just something really tiny to get good detail. Then for the rest of the lid, I have my E56 shader lid brush from Sigma. And I'm going to put Sex on the Beach from Looksy on the rest of the lid. And Tesla is also a Looksy shadow. And I'm going to blend it with Tesla. And then bring it out. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to take this brush that I used the pink shade on and just make sure that this is blended good with that orange. All right, let me go ahead and finish this eye and then we'll do the lower lash line. All right, that is looking pretty good for my first time trying that shape and doing something new. I'm impressed with myself. On the lower lash line, we are going to mimic the upper lash line like I do when I typically do an ombre across the lid look. Just looking for the brushes I want. So I'm going to start with Bleeding Heart and just stamp that. On that same brush, I'm going to go in with the, what was it, something Mango from Coastal Scents. I can't pick it up right now to look because, of course, I dropped this palette and one of my shades busted all over the rest of them, and it was the bright silvery shimmery shade that's in there. Every time I work with shadows, I feel like one of my shadows busts up. Then next we're going to go in with Sura from Divina. And last, Centerfold from ColourPop. For the waterline, I want a bit of a lighter pink shade, so I think what I'm going to do is go in with Insomniac from ColourPop, and then on top of it, I'm going to put Linen from NYX Faux Whites. This I am finding is a great way to make some pastel shades by adding that faux white, those faux white colors on top of your really bright, bold liners. All right, so I've got Insomniac on. Now I'm going to go in with my Linen shade from NYX. So let me show you. I'll do this eye totally so you can see the difference. You can already see it's lightening up a little bit. And now I've got more of a pastel neon pink. I could go over it with another coat to get it even lighter, but I think I like where it's at right now. I'm going to finish this up, do some Tightline Wing Liner Mascara, and be back to show you guys the final look. All right, back with the final look. Absolutely loving this look. I am going to go in with just a clean, fluffy brush. This is a Wet n Wild P15, and just blend right on the edge to make sure we don't have any harsh edges here. And then I do want to pop some lashes on today. I'm going to pop on my Dame lashes from ColourPop, and I'll be back to show you. So I've got lashes on. I'm loving this look. For my lips today, I'm going to line them with the Essence Soft Contouring Lip Liner in Big Proposal. This is just a really pretty mauvey neutral shade. And then on my lips, I'm going to put the Fenty Gloss Bomb in Fenty Glow. I love the Fenty Gloss Bomb so much. So here is the final look. What do you guys think of this May Flowers palette? Is this a palette that you would get a lot of use out of? Thank you guys so much for joining me. I will have another look up with this May Flowers palette later on in the month. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Please do subscribe before you leave, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!